really want to focus on our lands.
Oh, Councillor McMahon, sorry, we just won't have quorum if you leave, because Councillor Moser's not here. Sorry, we have to have quorum. Go ahead.
Okay, so to answer your question more fully, so yes, it directly impacts, obviously the remove option would have a positive impact on the entire East Bayfront and the Keating precinct.
And if I could,
it has a peripheral impact, if I might say, on all of the lands on the waterfront for all the reasons that I think on this and staff's position, or let's say the pro-hybrid option.
I've just a little bit of time left, and I really appreciate your comments. So if I could summarize that, there are two envelopes of concern here around developable lands. One is the lands that will be totally neutered or just taken away because there's a ramp there. Then there is the value of the other lands, which before, if you do the takedown, would be worth X and X amount, both to the private sector, your companies,
And the public sector.
and the public sector.
Yes.
And how do you have any ballpark quantification, even using language rather than numbers?
I'm not sure. I think the staff understand better than I do what the remnant asset would be after the flood-proofing efforts, but it's considerable. It's in the hundreds of acres, and that's city land, and it's extremely valuable, and you certainly wouldn't want to take away the value of your own assets. And this goes beyond just the 14 acres that you would create in developable opportunity on a Lakeshore Boulevard. So it's quite significant.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we are, thank you very much. I'm sorry, Councillor Davis, I forgot. Go ahead.
So I did want to explore that the city would be shooting itself in the foot a little bit more. So maybe would it be possible to quantify the value that would be lost of the public lands, in your view?
In my
with
view,
your experience.
So on the Keating precinct, and again, we're talking about degrees, because if you realize the full vision of the waterfront, then you're creating hundreds of dollars of value. That would be the incremental increase. And so on a per square foot basis. So is it $100 a square foot? Is it $200 a square foot? Both for commercial users, retail, and residential opportunities, it would be significant. The effect of the plan would be to, I think, look at that cost-benefit analysis in terms of your own asset. I think that would be a very wise exercise and one that you should undertake. I'm not suggesting, and I should clarify this because we're working with Great Gulf. We have a good relationship with them. We have similar interests. We want the same infrastructure improvements to occur because our lands south of them at the film studio precinct and at the former Cascade site are linked to their site. So their success will be our success. But the fact is, I think it's been mistakenly put out, at least in some of the media, that somehow this is required to unlock those lands, but it's not. The takedown option equally unlocks the Great Gulf lands, First Gulf rather. So it's really not about unlocking those lands. Those lands would be unlocked. And I think the Villiers precinct, which also has significant, so the Villiers precinct is a new precinct just south of the Keating Channel. It would be in the shadow of that elevated section of the DVP. You've seen many pictures of it that straddles the Keating Channel. When I tell you that the Keating Channel is one of the best, people can't see it, but you have to vision forward. The Keating Channel and the Shipping Channel are some of the best kept secrets in the city. They're an invaluable asset, and you own a lot of land adjacent to those assets. And why you would maintain an elevated highway right above that asset doesn't make sense.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
And we're going to move to John Wilson from Code Blue. If John